Hello and welcome to Ladies and Gentlemen. Every single day you wake up is a gift, and what you do with that gift is entirely up to you. Most people roll out of bed already reacting to the alarm, to their phones, to their problems, to their doubts. But you're not most people. You're here because something inside you knows there's more. And if you really want to see change, if you really want to rise into the version of yourself that you were meant to be, then it starts with this. Start your day with intention. Don't just drift into the day. Don't let it happen to you. Take control of that first moment, before the noise, before the world grabs hold of your attention, and own it. That first breath you take when your eyes open, that's a reset. That's a choice. Right there, in that quiet space between sleep and movement, decide what kind of energy you're bringing into the world. Look, life's gonna throw things at you. Some of it will be good. Some of it will test you, but how you respond to it all starts with how you begin. If you wake up already doubting yourself, already thinking about the things that might go wrong, you're giving your power away before the day even begins. You can't afford to do that. Not if you want to grow, not if you want to lead, not if you want to be more than what you were yesterday. So here's what I do, and I'm telling you this because it works. Before the phone, before the emails, before the world tries to tell me who I am, I tell myself who I am. I speak it. I claim it. I breathe it in. Some days it's simple. Today I will lead with peace. Today I will stay focused. Today I will not let fear make my choices. Other days I go deeper. I remind myself of what I've been through, what I've overcome, and what I'm building. That's how I create momentum, not from outside motivation, but from an inner commit. See, when you start your day with intention, you take back control. You don't wait for motivation to show up. You become the motivation. You set the tone. You decide how the day is going to go, even when it gets hard. Because let's be real, it's going to get hard. But when you've already centered yourself, when you've already made a decision about who you're going to be no matter what, then you can handle the pressure. You won't fold under it. You'll rise. And this isn't about perfection. This is about practice. Maybe today your intention is just to stay grounded. Maybe tomorrow it's to forgive yourself, to push a little harder, to show more love, to stay locked in on your goal. Whatever it is, don't leave it up to chance. Set it, say it, live it. You want to transform your life? Start with the first 5 minutes of your day. That's where the power lives. That's where you begin shaping your future before the world even knows you're awake. Because greatness doesn't begin with noise. It starts in silence and focus and clarity. And it starts with you. Your mind is your most powerful tool. More than your body, more than your bank account, more than your connections. It's your mindset that decides your direction. See, life isn't just about what happens to you. It's about how you interpret what happens, how you carry it, and how you respond to it. You've got to understand this. You are in control of your mindset, even when everything around you feels out of control. Every single day, you're going to face things you didn't plan for. Stress, distractions, negativity, some of it from people, some of it from yourself. But your power doesn't come from avoiding those things. Your power comes from how you choose to respond to them. You can't always stop the chaos, but you can decide if it controls you. That's your choice. That's your power. Some people wake up and let the day decide how they're going to feel. But not you. You're here because you want more than that. You want control over your life. And that starts with control over your mind. That little voice in your head, the one that doubts you, the one that tells you to give up, the one that keeps pulling you back into fear. That voice doesn't get the final say. You do. You can train your mind just like you train your body. And you have to, because if you don't program your mind, life will do it for you. The world will feed you fear. It'll feed you limitations. It'll tell you who you're not, what you're missing, what you should be afraid of. But when you take ownership of your mindset, you stop letting the world write your story. You start writing it yourself. And this isn't about pretending everything's fine when it's not. This is about choosing a mindset that serves you even in the middle of the storm. You can feel fear and still move with courage. You can feel tired and still show up. You can feel uncertain, still act with purpose. That's mindset. That's strength. You got to protect your mental space. Be mindful of what you feed your brain, what you watch, what you listen to, what you say to yourself. If you constantly tell yourself you're not good enough, guess what? Your mind's going to believe it. But if every day you choose to speak life into your own spirit, if you say, I am focused, I am prepared, I am capable, I am becoming everything I was meant to be, your mindset starts to shift. And when your mindset shifts, your life follows. You were not put on this earth to live in doubt. You were not created to live small, to play safe, to stay in your comfort zone. That's not your story. But for you to rise, you've got to guard that mind like it's sacred. Because it is. It's where everything begins. The way you think influences the way you feel. The way you feel influences the way you act. And the way you act, that's what builds your life. So stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start mastering your mindset right now. Decide who you want to be, then think like that person, speak like that person, move like that person. Move. Because once you understand the power of your mind, you stop being a victim of your circumstances, and you start becoming the author of your destiny. You know what the problem is for most people? They're waiting. Waiting to feel ready. Waiting to feel motivated. Waiting for some magical wave of energy to hit them so they can finally start. But let me tell you something, and hear this clearly, you will not always feel like it. Does the life you want, the future you're building, and it doesn't come from discipline. Discipline is what carries you when motivation disappears. And believe me, motivation will disappear. You might wake up one day excited to chase your goals, and the next day you feel like you've got bricks strapped to your back. That's real. That's life. But discipline? Discipline doesn't care how you feel. Discipline says, we made a promise, and we're going to keep it. See, a lot of people think success comes from doing something when you're inspired. But that's not where greatness lives. Greatness lives in those quiet moments when nobody's watching, when there's no applause, when it's just you and the work. Greatness is built in repetition, in doing the thing over and over again, especially when you'd rather do anything else. Discipline isn't sexy. It's not glamorous. It's showing up to the gym when you're tired. It's studying when your friends are out partying. It's saying a no to distractions so you can say yes to your vision. It's waking up early, even though you barely slept because you've got a dream that won't let you quit. That's what separates the dreamers from the doers. That's what turns potential into progress. And I know it's hard. I know it's easier to hit snooze. It's easier to scroll. It's easier to push things off till tomorrow. But you've got to ask yourself, what kind of life do you want? Do you want the easy one now and regret later? Or do you want the hard one now and freedom later? Because there's no shortcut. You can't cheat the process. You can't wish your way to the top. You've got to work for it. Now, I'm not telling you to be perfect. You miss a day? Get back up. You fall off track, realign, and keep going. That's discipline. It's not about being unshakable. It's about being unbreakable. It's saying, you don't care how many times I slip, I'm not stopping. And here's the beautiful part. The more you practice discipline, the easier it becomes. You start to build momentum. You start to build trust with yourself, and that's powerful. Because once you trust yourself, once you know that when you say you're going to do something, you actually do it, then nothing can stop you. So stop chasing motivation. Stop waiting for the right mood. Build discipline like it's your foundation, like it's your edge. Because when the motivation fades, and it will, discipline is what's going to carry you through. You don't need to feel like it. You just need to get it done. There's something simple you can do every single day that will change how you see your life, how you handle pressure, and how you move forward. And most people overlook it. They brush past it like it's nothing, like it's soft. But it's not soft. It's strong. It's powerful. It's the foundation of a clear mind and a focused heart. I'm talking about gratitude. Now, I'm not talking about some vague, cheesy idea. I'm talking about a practice. Real gratitude, intentional gratitude. You see, when you start your day by focusing on what's good, what's solid, what's still standing, even in the middle of the chaos, you take back control of your perspective. And perspective is everything. It changes how you feel. It changes how you think. It changes how you move. Most people wake up and immediately think about what they don't have. What's missing? What went wrong yesterday? And when you do that, you start your day in a place of lack, in a place of pressure, on a place of pressure. And that weight follows you into every conversation, every decision, every task. But when you wake up and the first thing you do is say, I'm thankful for this day. I'm thankful for breath. I'm thankful for the strength to get up again. You set the tone. You shift from scarcity to abundance. And that shift? That's not just emotional, it's chemical. Gratitude rewires your brain. Literally, it builds new pathways. It teaches your mind to focus on what's working instead of what's broken. And when you train your brain to see what's good, you start to realize how much power you actually have, even when life feels heavy. Listen, I've been in situations where everything looked like it was falling apart. I've stood in the middle of storms wondering how I'd get through, wondering if it was all about to collapse. And in those moments, you know what saved me? Gratitude. Not the kind that ignores pain, but the kind that grounds you in the middle of it. The kind that says, even though this hurts, I still have something to hold on to. Even though I don't know how it ends, I'm still standing. Gratitude doesn't erase the struggle. It gives you the strength to walk through it. It doesn't mean you're satisfied with where you are. It means you're strong enough to acknowledge where you are without losing sight of where you're going. That's power. That's real maturity. That's leadership from the inside out. Start small. Don't overthink it. Every morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for. It could be as deep as someone you love or as simple as a warm cup of coffee. The point is to build the habit, to remind yourself that even on your worst days, there's still light. And on your best days, gratitude keeps you humble. It keeps you connected to what matters most. You've been through too much to walk around bitter. You've come too far to forget how blessed you are. You have the power to control how you respond to what life throws at you. Don't let circumstances decide your mood or your future. You decide. Discipline will carry you when motivation fades, and consistency will build the life that passion alone can't. But remember, you're closer than you think. Every small action, every effort counts. Even when the results aren't visible, you're making progress. And through it all, gratitude is your anchor. It's what keeps you grounded, reminding you of how far you've come and how much you have to be thankful for. Finally, speak life over yourself. The words you use shape your reality. Speak with power. Speak with belief, because your words are not just sounds, they're the blueprint for your future. So don't wait, don't hesitate, show up every day ready to build, to grow, and to become everything you were meant to be. The world is waiting for you to step into your greatness.